What if you could just get rid of the most tedious, boring parts of your workday? Well, today we're going to dive into how AI-powered automation is doing exactly that. It's saving businesses time, slashing costs, and freeing up teams to focus on what really matters: growth. All right, let's kick things off with something I bet sounds way too familiar to almost everyone: the daily business bottleneck. You know what I'm talking about. Those common, frustrating little tasks that just seem to slow everything down every single day. So let me ask you this, straight up. All those small, repetitive tasks that eat up your team's day, could they be the very thing holding your entire company back from growing? I mean, just think about it for a second. That endless cycle of punching in data from invoices. Ugh. Or the daily grind of sending follow-up emails, the constant pressure to post on social media, sifting through hundreds of resumes, and, my goodness, answering these same customer questions again and again and again. These aren't just tasks, they're productivity killers. But what if there was a better way? Well, there is. And that brings us to the automation advantage. I'm telling you, there is an absolutely smarter way to work. It all really boils down to this one simple but super powerful idea: work faster, spend less, achieve more. That's it. That's the core promise of automation, and it's exactly what we're going to unpack right now. So, the big question is, how do we actually get there? The answer is through AI-driven IT solutions. And listen, we're not talking about just any old tools here. We're talking about systems that are built to be smart, that can scale right alongside you as you grow, and are most importantly totally secure. Okay, that all sounds great in theory, right? But what does it actually look like day to day? Let's get into the nitty-gritty with AI solutions in action and see exactly how this tech can literally transform your workday. Let's start with everything that faces your clients. Just imagine having a social media AI that dreams up and schedules all your posts for you, perfectly on brand. Or what about an AI email manager that handles all those tedious follow-ups without you lifting a finger? And maybe the best part, an expert AI agent that's on call 24/7, instantly answering customer questions so your team can focus on the stuff that really needs a human touch. And hey, this isn't just for the flashy customer-facing stuff. The back office? That's where a massive amount of time just vanishes. Think about an invoice reader that just reads, sorts, and tracks every single invoice. No more manual entry. Or how about an AI for your HR team that can sift through documents and screen resumes for you automatically? This is all about making the engine of your business run smooth as silk. And the impact here? It's immediate, and you can measure it. We are not talking about saving a few minutes here and there. No way. Businesses using these tools are saving hours every single week. For a finance team, that invoice tool we just talked about, that alone is a complete game changer. Now, it's really important to get this. This isn't about some off-the-shelf, one-size-fits-all software that you have to bend your business to fit. Nope. This is about creating custom automation workflows, a system built just for you, connecting all the tools, data, and teams you already have into one super efficient ecosystem. But look, a tool is just a tool, right? It's only as good as the people who set it up. And that leads us to a really crucial point: your technology partner. Because choosing the right expertise, well, that makes all the difference between this being a cool idea and it being a reality for your business. And there's a huge difference in how you can approach this. You know the old way, right? Typical IT projects. Feels like you're waiting forever, you get these one-off fixes that don't last, and you're stuck with these super rigid systems. The modern approach is the total opposite. It's all about getting things up and running fast, constantly making things better, and building something that's custom fit to your business, not forcing you into some box. And look, any solution worth its salt has to come with 3 non-negotiables. First, ironclad security. Your data has to be locked down. Second, 24/7 expert support so you never feel like you're on your own. And third, it's got to be cloud-based and scalable, ready to grow right along with you. Of course, the proof is in the pudding, as they say. This isn't just theory we're talking about. This is a model that's already trusted by real growing companies. When you see names like Mindots Academy and BVZ Dubai, you know these solutions are already out there making a real difference for businesses all across the UAE. So what's the big takeaway here? Where does all this lead? Well, it leads to our final section: unlocking your potential. It's about time you put automation to work for your business. So after hearing all of that, the question is pretty simple, isn't it?
Are you ready to just simplify your daily grind? Are you ready to get your team focused back on the work that actually matters?
If you're thinking yes, then the next step is super easy. It's just a conversation, a chat to figure out where automation could make the biggest difference for you. From there, a custom solution can be built. The number's right there for you. And that's pretty much it. But I want to leave you with one last question to chew on. Once you automate all that tedious, repetitive stuff, you're not just cutting costs. You are buying back your most valuable asset, your time. So the real question is, what will you build with it?